Hello, welcome to English 4 class. I'm your teacher, Miss Pauline Joyce A. Villaferte. We are now in Quarter 3, Module 4. Our lesson for today is about identifying the main idea, key sentence, and supporting details from the text listened to. So, let's go now to what I know. Read the story. Spiders catch food in different ways. They spin silk to catch insects. Some leap into the air to catch their prey. Some spiders use sheets of silk to wrap their prey like mummies. So let's answer the comprehension questions. Number 1. What is the topic discussed in the paragraph? There's a clue here. So the answer is spiders. Correct. Number 2. Which is the key sentence that contains the main idea of a paragraph and is expressed in a complete thought? What is your answer? Sentence number. Correct. Sentence number 1. Spiders catch food in different ways. Number 3. What is the main idea of the topic that the key sentence tells us about the topic? What is your answer? Correct. Spiders catch food in different ways. For number 4 to 6, which sentences support the key sentence? Sentence numbers blank. What's your answer? Correct. 2, 3, 4. For 2, they spin silk to catch insects. 3, some leap into the air to catch their prey. 4, some spiders use sheets of silk to wrap their prey like mummies. So let's go now to what's in. We're going back to our past lesson. The module 3. Distinguish between general and specific statements. Read the pairs of sentences below. Identify the general and specific statements. Write general or specific on your answer sheet. Okay, number 1. The meal is tasty. What's your answer? Correct, it's general. Number 2. Birds have controlled insects. So what is your answer? Correct, it's general also. Number 3. It was a warm, sunny day for a picnic. So what is your answer? Correct, it's general. Number 4. Birds eat almost twice their own weight. What's the answer? Correct, it's specific. Number 5. We can feel the warm summer wind coming from the sea, blowing on our faces. What is the answer? Correct, it's specific. And the last one, number 6, the aroma of the dish smells satisfying and the sweet and sour taste melts in my mouth. What is the answer? Correct, it's specific. Now you learn about our past lesson. Now, let's go now to remember. General statement expresses a big idea or topic that still needs additional information. It covers a broad aspect that has to be explained more so that the reader can fully understand it. And the specific statements contain special features and characteristics. They provide explanations, illustrations, and evidences by referring to a particular example. So, let's go now to our new lesson. What's new? Let's read the selection. Spider catch food in different ways. They spin silk to catch insects. Some leap into the air to catch their prey. Some spiders use sheets of silk to wrap their prey like mummies. Let's answer the comprehension check up. What do spiders eat? What do you think is the answer? Correct, it's insects. Number 2, how do they spin to catch insects? What is your answer? Correct, silk. Number 3, how do insects look like when spiders use sheets of silk to wrap them? What's your answer? Correct, mummies. The last one, is it good to catch spiders and play with them? Why or why not? What do you think is your answer? Maybe no, it's not good to be played. So let's go now to what is it. Read this selection again. Spider catch food in different ways. They spin silk to catch insects. Some dip into the air to catch their prey. Some spiders use sheets of silk to wrap their prey like mummies. Let us now answer the following questions together. What is the main idea of the paragraph? What do you think? Okay, clue. The main idea is a sentence that tells what the paragraph is about. It is what the writer wants us to know and remember about the topic in the paragraph. To identify the main idea answers the question, what is the most important thing that paragraph tells me about the topic? Found it right? The paragraph tells us the spiders have different ways of catching food. The first sentence gives that. So, the answer is the paragraph tells us that spiders have different ways of catching food. Which is the key sentence? What do you think? Okay, we have a clue. A key sentence contains the main idea of a paragraph and is expressed in a complete thought. It is usually found at the beginning of the paragraph. However, some key sentences may appear in the middle or even at the end of the paragraph. The key sentence is also called topic sentence. Found it right? It is sentence number 1, which states that spiders catch food in different ways. It tells you the main idea of the paragraph and gives you an idea about the sentence to follow. And for number 3, which sentences support the key sentence? Supporting details make up the body of the paragraph. They give details to support the main idea through facts, examples, explanation, details, or description. Found it right? There's sentence number 2, 3, and 4, which states that spiders spin silk to catch insects, some leap into the air to catch their prey, and some use sheets of silk to wrap their prey like mummies. All these details develop the topic of how spiders catch their food. So this is the main idea, key sentence, and supporting details. What is main idea? The main idea is a sentence that tells what the paragraph is about. It is what the writer wants us to know and remember about the topic in the paragraph. To identify the main idea, answer the questions, what is the most important thing that paragraph tells me about the topic? And the key sentence contains the main idea of a paragraph and expressed in a complete thought. It is usually found at the beginning of the paragraph. However, some key sentences may appear in the middle or even at the end of the paragraph. The key sentence is also called topic sentence. And the supporting details make up the body of the paragraph. They give details to support the main idea through facts, examples, explanation, details, and description. So let's go now to what's more. Listen and be able to identify the main idea, key sentence, and supporting details in each. Write the answers on your answer sheet. So let's answer letter A. Let's read first. Swans are the most majestic of the waterfowls. They are graceful in the air and stately on the water. These large waterfowls have long necks, heavy bodies, and big feet. They are the largest animals in the duck goose family. So what is the main idea? What do you think is the answer? Correct! The paragraph tells us that swans are majestic. What do you think is the key sentence? What's the answer? Correct! Swans are the most majestic of the waterfalls. What is the supporting details? We have 3. What's the answer? Correct! Number 1, they are graceful in the air and stately on the water. For number 2, these large waterfalls have long necks, heavy bodies, and big feet. And for number 3, they are the largest animals in the duck goose family. Let's answer letter B. One more. Tertiaries have unique characteristics. It is one of the smallest primates. It is no larger than an adult man's hand. It has especially long ankle bones and short body. Its round head can be rotated 180 degrees. Its hind legs and feet are elongated. It has a big bulging eyes. It sleeps during the day and finds food at night. It is the only entire carnivorous primate. So, complete the graphic organizer with the information being asked for. Write the answers on your answer sheet. What do you think is the main idea? What's your answer? Correct. The paragraph tells us that tertiaries are unique. What is the key sentence? What's your answer? Correct. Tertiaries have unique characteristics. What is the supporting details? We have a 7. First, correct. It is one of the smallest primates. It is no larger than an adult man's hand. And for number 2, it has especially long ankle bones and short body. For number 3, its round head can be rotated 180 degrees. For number 4, its hind legs and feet are elongated. For number 5, it has a big bulging eyes. And for number 6, it sleeps during the day and finds food at night. And for the last one, number 7, it is the only entirely carnivorous primate. So let's answer letter C, getting there. Bees vary greatly in nesting practices depending upon the species. Social bees are members of colonies cooperating with others to build the nest and to feed and protect the young. Solitary bees care only for themselves and their immediate brood. Parasitic bees or guest bees have no body parts for collecting pollen and do not feed or care for their offspring. What do you think is the main idea? What's your answer? Correct. The paragraph tells us the bees have different nesting practices. Next, what is the key sentence? What is your answer? Correct. Bees vary greatly in nesting practices depending upon the species. And what is the supporting details? We have 3. What's your answer? Correct. First, social bees are members of colonies cooperating with others to build the nest and to feed and protect the young. And for number 2, solitary bees care only for themselves and their immediate brood. And number 3, parasitic bees or guest bees have no body parts for collecting pollen and do not feed or care for their offspring. So, let's proceed to what I have learned. Pick from choices the word that best fits the statements below. We have a choices below: main idea, key sentence, supporting details, description, examples, and statements. For number 1, the blank is a sentence that tells what the paragraph is about. It is what the writer wants us to know and remember about the topic in the paragraph. So, what is the answer? Correct, the main idea. Number 2, the blank is a statement that contains the main idea of a paragraph and is usually found at the beginning of the paragraph. So, what's the answer? Correct, is the key sentence. Number 3, the blank make up the body of the paragraph. What's the answer? Correct, the supporting details. They give details to support the main idea through facts, blank, explanation, details, or blanks. What's the answer for number 4? Correct, examples. And for number 5 is correct, description. So what I can do? Below are jumbled sentences. You are going to arrange this into a meaningful, unified, and coherent paragraph. Remember to apply everything you learn about main idea, key sentence, and supporting details. So we have number 1, some bite or spit out a disagreeable liquid. And for the second, ants have different methods of defense. And for the third, others run away when under attack, play dead, or send sound signals to warn other members of their colony of danger. And for the last one, they are capable of warlike behavior. So, what comes first? Okay. Ants have different methods of defense. They are capable of warlike behavior. And the third is some bite or spit out or disagreeable liquid. And for the last one, others run away when under attack, play dead, or send sound signals to warn other members of their colony of danger. So let's answer the assessment. Listen and identify the main idea, key sentence, and supporting details in each. Write the answers on your answer sheet. For letter A, turtles have ways to protect themselves from enemies. Some species, such as box turtle, can withdraw the head, leg, and tail and tightly close for protection. Powerful jaws and claws are the snapping turtle's best defense against enemies. Side neck turtles have neck that folds sideways along inner edge. So, what is the main idea? That's your answer. Correct. The paragraph tells us that turtles can protect themselves from enemies. So, what is the key sentence? Correct. Turtles have ways to protect themselves from enemies. And what is the supporting details? For number 1, what's the answer? Correct. Some species such as the box turtle can withdraw the head, leg, and tail and tightly close for protection. And for number 2, what's the answer? Correct. Powerful jaws and claws are the snapping turtle's best defense against enemies. For number 3, what's your answer? Correct. Side neck turtles have necks that fold sideways along the inner edge. So let's answer letter B. A beehive consists of 3 types of bees with its important job. There is only one queen bee who fills the hive with eggs. Male bees are called drones who mate with the queen. Worker bees take care of the babies, build honeycombs, and keep the hive cool. What is the main idea? Is the paragraph tells us about the type of bees. So what is the key sentence? Key sentence: a beehive consists of 3 types of bees with its important job. And what is the topic sentence? Or what is the supporting details? Number 1. There is only one queen bee who fills the hive with eggs. For number 2, male bees are called drones who mate with the queen. And for number 3, worker bees take care of the babies with honeycombs and keep the hive cool. So, that's the end of our lesson. Thank you very much. Don't forget like, share, and subscribe my YouTube